Asia. Asia is the largest continent on Earth, covering approximately 44.6 million square kilometers, which makes up nearly 30% of the world's land area. It stretches all the way from the Mediterranean Sea in the west to the Pacific Ocean in the east, making it not only the largest but also one of the most geographically diverse regions on the planet. It is also the most populated continent, with over 4.8 billion people, around 60% of the world's population. That's hardly surprising when you consider that Asia is home to the world's two most populous countries, China and India, which together have a combined population of nearly 2.8 billion people. Asia consists of 49 internationally recognized sovereign countries, although that number is sometimes listed as 48, depending on whether Taiwan is counted as a separate country or considered part of China. One of Asia's most famous man-made landmarks is the Great Wall of China. Built and expanded over several centuries, it remains one of humanity's greatest engineering achievements and attracts millions of visitors every year. When it comes to natural landmarks, nothing is more iconic than Mount Everest. Standing at 8,849 meters above sea level, it is the highest mountain on Earth. Located in the Himalayas along the border between Nepal and China, Everest has become a symbol of adventure and human determination. Unlike North or South America, Asia was never discovered by explorers because it has been continuously inhabited for tens of thousands of years. In fact, it was home to many of humanity's earliest civilizations. Mesopotamia developed some of the world's first cities and writing systems. Ancient China gave the world inventions such as paper, gunpowder, and the compass. The Persian Empire connected vast territories through trade and administration, and the Mongol Empire united much of Eurasia under a single rule. Together, these civilizations laid the foundations of much of the modern world. When it comes to history's most influential figures, Genghis Khan is often considered Asia's most famous. During the 13th century, he united the Mongol tribes and built the largest contiguous land empire in history. Europe. Europe is the second smallest continent on Earth, covering approximately 10.2 million square kilometers. It stretches from the Atlantic Ocean in the west to the Ural Mountains in the east. Today, Europe is home to around 750 million people living across 44 internationally recognized countries, although the exact number can vary depending on how certain territories and transcontinental countries are classified. One of Europe's most famous man-made landmarks is the Eiffel Tower in Paris, France. Built in 1889, it has become one of the most recognizable structures in the world and remains a symbol of both France and Europe, attracting millions of visitors every year. When it comes to natural landmarks, the Alps are Europe's most iconic mountain range. Stretching across several countries, including France, Switzerland, Italy, and Austria, they are among the continent's most spectacular natural attractions. Throughout history, Europe has played a central role in shaping the modern world through some of history's greatest civilizations and empires. Ancient Greece and the Roman Empire introduced ideas, laws, and innovations that continue to influence societies across the globe today. Europe has also produced many world-famous individuals. Historically, Leonardo da Vinci is often regarded as one of the continent's greatest figures thanks to his extraordinary achievements in art, science, and engineering. His masterpiece, the Mona Lisa, continues to attract hundreds of thousands of visitors every year. In modern times, football superstar Cristiano Ronaldo is one of Europe's most recognizable people. With over 670 million followers on Instagram, he has become one of the most influential athletes in the world. Africa. Africa is the second largest continent on Earth, covering approximately 30.3 million square kilometers. It stretches across both the northern and southern hemispheres and is bordered by the Mediterranean Sea, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, and the Red Sea. Thanks to its enormous size, Africa is one of the most geographically diverse continents, with everything from tropical rainforests and vast savannas to towering mountains and endless deserts. In fact, it is home to the Sahara Desert, the world's largest hot desert, which is larger than the entire United States and continues to slowly expand due to desertification. Africa is home to more than 1.4 billion people, making it the second most populous continent after Asia. It also has the youngest population of any continent, and its population is expected to grow rapidly over the coming decades. Africa consists of 54 internationally recognized sovereign countries, giving it the highest number of independent nations of any continent.
One of Africa's most famous man-made landmarks is the Pyramids of Giza in Egypt.
Built more than 4,500 years ago, they are the only surviving wonder of the ancient world and continue to fascinate millions of visitors with their incredible size and engineering.
When it comes to natural landmarks, the Nile River is undoubtedly Africa's most iconic.
Often considered the longest river in the world, the Nile flows through multiple countries, with its river system reaching 11 nations across northeastern Africa. For thousands of years, it has served as the lifeblood of civilizations that depended on its waters. Throughout history, Nelson Mandela has become one of Africa's most influential and recognizable figures. His fight against apartheid and his leadership as South Africa's first democratically elected president made him a global symbol of freedom, equality, and reconciliation. Today, one of Africa's most famous living figures is Mohamed Salah, whose achievements in football have made him one of the continent's greatest modern icons.
North America.
North America covers approximately 24.7 million square kilometers, making it the third largest continent. It stretches from the Arctic Ocean in the north to the Caribbean Sea in the south. The continent is home to around 600 million people and consists of 23 independent countries. The largest by land area are Canada, the United States, and Mexico.
One of North America's most famous man-made landmarks is the Statue of Liberty in New York City. Gifted by France in 1886, it has become a global symbol of freedom and opportunity. When it comes to natural landmarks, nothing is more iconic than the Grand Canyon in the United States.
Historically, George Washington is often regarded as one of North America's most influential figures. Today, Elon Musk is one of the continent's most recognizable public figures, even though he was born in South Africa and later became a U.S. citizen.
South America.
South America covers approximately 17.8 million square kilometers, making it the fourth largest continent. The continent is home to around 440 million people and consists of 12 independent countries. Brazil is both the largest country and the most populous on the continent.
One of South America's most famous man-made landmarks is Christ the Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
Standing on top of Corcovado Mountain, it is one of the most recognizable statues in the world.
When it comes to natural landmarks, nothing is more iconic than the Amazon rainforest, the largest tropical rainforest on Earth, producing around 20% of the world's oxygen through photosynthesis. Historically, Simón Bolívar is regarded as one of South America's most influential figures for leading the fight for independence from Spanish colonial rule. Today, football legend Lionel Messi is widely considered one of the continent's most famous living people. Oceania.
Oceania consists of Australia, New Zealand, and thousands of islands scattered across the Pacific Ocean. It is the smallest continent, covering approximately 8.5 million square kilometers, and is surrounded by the Indian and Pacific Oceans.
Around 46 million people live in Oceania, spread across 14 independent countries. One of Oceania's most famous man-made landmarks is the Sydney Opera House. Its distinctive sail-shaped roof has made it one of the most recognizable buildings in the world.
Historically, the explorer James Cook is one of the best-known figures associated with the region.
Today, actor Hugh Jackman is among Oceania's most recognizable living people. Antarctica.
Antarctica is the southernmost continent, covering approximately 14 million square kilometers. Almost the entire continent is covered by a massive ice sheet, making it the coldest, driest, and windiest place on Earth. Unlike the other continents, Antarctica has no permanent population and no independent countries. Instead, several thousand scientists live and work there during the summer months, studying its unique environment. The continent's most famous natural landmark is its vast ice sheet, which contains around 70% of the world's fresh water.
Antarctica is also known for its enormous glaciers, floating ice shelves, and large colonies of penguins.
Although valuable natural resources lie beneath the ice, international agreements prohibit mining in order to preserve the continent for scientific research and environmental protection. Today, Antarctica is one of the world's most important locations for climate research. The work carried out there helps scientists better understand global warming, rising sea levels, and the future of Earth's environment.
That's it for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe,
and share this video with someone who might find it useful. And once you've subscribed, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you never miss a future video. If you have any questions, feedback, thoughts, or suggestions for future videos, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.